Hi, I'm Clayton from Clayton Surfboards. Just to give you a brief explanation on how surfboards work and how to choose the right board for you. Boards are pretty much like cars. The longer you go, for example, if you're driving a bus, the turning circle of the board will be very, very long and slow. The shorter you go with the surfboard, the tighter the turning circle is. What that means for a beginner surfer is that if you were to surf a long board, it would suit your style because the learner surfer wouldn't be turning much. You'd be learning how to balance and pretty much going in a straight line. Whereas a pro would want to ride a very, very short board that suits the types of waves he was riding, which had a lot more of a tighter turning circle. Okay, the other aspects to a board, the width of the surfboard, that would be your stability. If you had to walk on a tightrope, the tightrope would be very, very wobbly and you'd wobble from side to side, whereas walking on the pavement would be a lot more wider, a lot more stable. So again, the wider the board, the easier it is to stand on. The narrower the board, the quicker it rocks from side to side and the more it wants to turn. Okay, the thickness of a board, this determines how well the board paddles. Okay, the thicker the board, the more buoyant it's going to be, the better it's going to float, the easier you'll catch waves. But with thickness, you also take some sensitivity out of how the board feels. The thinner the board is, the more of a natural feeling you get from the wave. The better you can understand the wave, the better you can surf. Okay, off to tail shapes. Basically, tail shapes are easy to understand. The wider the tail is across this back foot area, the more lift the wave gives your board and the faster it pushes your board, and it means you get more acceleration out of the board. But in a very big steep hollow wave, a tail like this would almost go too fast and you'd lose control over the board. So in bigger waves, the narrower the tail is, your board doesn't get pushed as fast, but what it does give you is more control over the turning power of your board. So the narrow tail turns better, but it doesn't accelerate nearly as quickly as a wider tail. Okay.